everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel, A Rose Between Pages. Rosie here. Today we're going to be doing my July wrap up and I'm going to be eating this. Sorry if I sound a bit my hay fever's playing up really badly today. The pollen is very high today, so I'm sorry if I sound and look bleh today. So let's get into the joke of the video first. So, teacher says, "You boy, name me 2 pronouns." Leon says, "Who? Me?" Teacher says, "Correct." Let's just say, July was a really good reading month for me. Yes, I read only 4 things, so it's going to be a short video, but 3 of those books, I read 3 physical books, and they all got 5 stars. The audiobook that I listened to got 4 stars. So let's dive in, shall we? I don't know why I'm waving this about. Finished my ice lolly because I had to look for all 3 of these books. And first one was A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. Still can't say that name. And obviously I tabbed it like hell. That shows that I really enjoyed this book. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. At first, I didn't realize, I didn't understand why people cried at this book, and I didn't realize, what made them cry? I don't know. But, I got majority of the way through it. And then I cried. This is about 4 college students. Basically, you meet Willem, you meet Jude, you meet JB, and you meet Malcolm. The ending was really, really sad. I cried my eyes out at the ending because I didn't want it to end like it did. You meet Jude, who is a really secretive person. He's a secretive lawyer. He doesn't talk to anyone about his problems or how he's feeling. He doesn't know how to do it, that's why. And then you meet Willem, who's an aspiring actor. He always gets quite pissed off at Jude, but he's always there for him, no matter what. JB is a painter who paints all of their lives together. It's really inspiring. And Malcolm is an architect. And this was actually LGBT. I started reading this at the end of June. So I really enjoyed the fact that I read a LGBTQ plus book at the end of June and the beginning of July. It made me so happy. But then, obviously, if you've heard book reviews of A Little Life and you've seen reviews of A Little Life, you know it's really sad. It is very triggering as well, so trigger warning for sexual abuse, sexual assault, child grooming, grief, substance abuse, self-harming, suicidal thoughts. It goes into detail with the suicidal thoughts. Yeah, I forgot to mention there's an abusive relationship and also suicide itself. Brilliant. Even reading the part where it was talking about one of the characters self-harming, I had to put it down for a bit. And then I went back to it. I've also realised that I have vlogged 2 of these books. I vlogged this one, and I vlogged the next one. Hey guys, sorry. Camera angle had to change. I only came home. So, the next thing that I read was The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I love the Lord of the Rings series. Really do. And I love this. 5 out of 5. Again. Really short read. It took me a week to read it, and I live. especially to high fantasy readers. I'm not a fantasy reader at all, but really enjoyed it. Honestly. I'm not going to say anything, just go read it. The last physical book that I read for July was Where the Crawdads Sing. Now, this, I was going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars, but as I kept reading it, I really enjoyed it, and this is actually my book club's read for September. So obviously we could read it in June, July, August, September, whatever. Really enjoyed it because I started reading this when I went over to Liverpool, and honestly it just gave me such good vibes while I was in Liverpool. It's about this girl called Kia. She lives in the marsh and she's always been an outsider, really, and you follow her through her life, and there's a romance in this. I really liked the romantic side of things with this one, because it was like a love triangle in a way. It's also a mystery as well. You try and, like, you're following the detective who's going around asking people about Chase Andrews' murder, well, Chase Andrews' death, and everyone thinks Kia's done it because she's the outsider and he was found in her marsh, whereas she was nowhere near where he died. So I tried to figure out who did it, but I was completely wrong. I was so wrong. So go read this if you're into mystery and romance as well. I'm a horror thriller reader and a mystery reader, so mystery is my type, but romance, not really my type, but I really enjoyed the romance aesthetic in this. Let's just talk about the audiobook that I read. I'm gonna put a picture here. It's called The Lavender Keeper. It was a B, sorry. Set in one of the world wars. And basically you follow this French woman called Lisette. She is a young woman who has lived in France majority of her life, but her father was German, so she's both fluent in French and German. And then we also follow this lavender keeper called Luke as well. He is a German who is adopted by this French family who are trying to protect him, but then in the end he's trying to protect them. And then we also follow a little bit of General Killian, who is a Nazi general. So there is mention of Nazis in this, and that is all I read for July. I'll be right back in the next clip with my current reads. The angle had to change again. I'm really sorry for the mess. This is not my mess, this is actually my mother's mess, so just ignore the fact that it's a mess around me at the minute, because I don't live here, so, you know. I hear you all asking, what are you reading, Rosie? Well, physically, I am reading the Cameron, and I am actually doing a vlog on this one. I am on page 208. I don't know what short story I'm on, but this is a collection of short stories about the plague. It's basically these 10 people. There are 7 women and 3 men, and they're all telling stories to each other, and they all pretty much live together at the minute because they're trying to escape the plague. And it's really interesting. I am really enjoying this so far, but Audiobook wise, you might be surprised because this is a classic. I'm listening to The Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. The cameron, by the way, is by Giovanni Boccaccio. Wuthering Heights, I'm on track 6 so far. I'm enjoying it a little bit. And I really like the posh voice. Wuthering Heights at the moment is basically this guy has gone to someone else's house, this lord, I think. And the lord's an asshole, pretty much. I need to listen to it more to understand what's going on. But that is all I have for you guys today. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment below your favourite July read or your favourite July watch. Like, what movie or TV show did you watch and you really enjoyed and it was your favourite of July? If you don't want to comment what your favourite read of July was or what your favourite watch was, then comment below a mouse emoji. Because I mean, I am reading something about the plague, and there was a lot of mice and rats around in those days. So it makes sense. And I shall see all of you in the next video, which will be quite soon. Or as soon as I finish this, it'll be up, pretty much. I love you all. Stay luscious, guys. Bye! Because the pollen height... The pollen height. Yes, the pollen is very tall today.